sight with God, brothers gonna be at. When I say brother and sisterhood, we gonna have a family union of the 5%. Oh, everybody's brother. Only one sister still here, I'm looking at. Carol. That's the oldest one now. Her she's mom. We have to marry in. They're the oldest one. Before Queen Amara left, she told me what to do to the sisters. In Cypher too. I got you going back. Get y'all a party bus. Get y'all a party bus. You know what I mean? We gonna have a party, and then we gonna build. They say show and prove. Show and prove is for the elementary school, junior high school, and college. And walk up the stage, give them this certificate, and after they go, they get taken to the junior board. You understand? And after that, take them to the board. And when they come home, give them a job. Like that's what I'm doing. Why y'all keep going over there? You can't wear shoes. You ain't going to the project and doing nothing for them people over there. Our power was this coalition, Black Cowboy, 5% in the game. Game, 5%, Black Cowboy. Our boy have big shoes. You understand what I'm saying? I go over there, I'm going to design a program for that project. I'm working for New York City House. In 1964, what was you at? What was you at in 64? When I went to the project, 20-hour project in 1964. Where was you at? Privacy is always that job. My brother, my came to come, they have meat. They had white meats. Snakes and lizards. They ain't come here raggedy.
I asked him.
I will buy. I ain't got nothing. They ain't no 5%, man. I mean, you're the wrong player. I don't care if it's empty. But I can do 85%, 50%, 85%. But they in my community.
Thank you, Lord.
I didn't have to tell nobody who I was. They knew who I was. When you do something positive, brother can't put it out of me. Just clean it up. Here, brother, this is wrong. I'll ask somebody to give me nothing, man. Nothing. And God understands I have my own home. I have my own food program. I worked for the Army for years, giving out food, and I got a lot of food right now. They throw out all the food I got at home. They throw it out at Home Depot. I'm too hungry to go to the people. I always dealt with me and Ella. Who knew Ella? That was my man. So I'm honoring Ella.
Peace.
In the morning. I'll make the shirts up. The shirts will be coming out. I brought me a van. The brother's going to work it out. Sister's going to make it happen. I got power. The children, both of the children. You know what I mean? All of the day, don't stop. Deal with that. 21, 22, I got boys that will come and make the driveway. The driveway. You know the driveway? So buses could come in. All right? I got to put my next one in one day. The guy across the street, my man across the street, he's in charge of the cement. Okay? See, I know how to go into the brain capacity. Get into the thought. Change the thought into a positive way of thinking. You understand? When I was coming up, shots, Sincere, used to call me choir boy, preacher boy. I came out to church. You know what I mean? They always push me up and around to speak. I learned in the South. You know? I learned around the brothers. I miss the brothers. All my brothers is gone. I don't know none of them. None of them. You know? Disrespect me, turn back on me, and I felt liable. With my money, I never asked you about no money. A lot of us shoot crap and bust the whole avenue. He's doing self-aid program. You know what I mean? Then you give it to society. Then you do it. Not to stay on it. Y'all getting old. I'm getting older. I'm God power. I got knowledge, God.
I'm telling you,
I walk from the deep.
tell me again, y'all.
I walk from the black inside. I walk with all the firstborn. I'm the offspring of the firstborn in Medina. Medina. I was trained in fleet walk. You know what fleet walk at? In Medina, I ran into a brother driving the bus. And I was getting on the car. I said, brother, he said, yeah, I'm from Medina. I came from Fort Greene.
You can get close so you can hear me.
Sincere. I'm
Get
coming
close so you can hear me.
What? Sincere, meaning sincere. Black. Put it down, sincere, black. And you got
You ain't got no mic.
So now I got a bus ride. Right? I'm gonna have this bus ride from New York to Florida. Because I got them time shares. Right? I was sending you away for 4 days and 3 nights and $99. I was sending you to Las Vegas. I was sending you to Orlando. I was sending you to Myrtle Beach, Miami. You know what I'm saying? I took my queen there. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Get to Florida, baby. She did the baby. You know what I mean? We had a ball. We had a ball. I was born on Mount Down, she was born on Mount Basin. You know? She traveled. You know, I teach a woman to be independent. Don't depend on me for anything that happened to me. I could die today tomorrow. All y'all brothers going back into Christianity. Y'all not leaving the nation nothing. You go back into Christianity. My insurance, I'm making sure my children making sure my nation will have some money. These brothers, they give it to the preacher, the choir, and everybody else. And then they're going to talk about the They give it listen. A law graduation, we had 9 buses. Mayor Lindsay gave us 9 buses, man. This cremation, we had 9 buses. 4 buses. You understand what I'm saying?
That's okay, you're
Let me
fine.
tell you something. You better get this short. But any number to play. You understand what I'm saying? Any number to play. You better get this short. I assure my children. My daughter's a National Guard sergeant. You right? She came from LRP class. My grandson came from Ular class. I believe I'm here speaking, but I have my children do it and get around here. Family. You understand what I'm saying? The nation of Islam is all wise. They're right exactly. They don't do right today. That's not for Shop, Sincere, Saeed, Gandhi, Universal Sharecross, they and me. That will make you all I see. They talk to me every time. If I do something unrighteous, they call my ass. The body's gone, but the energy is still in. God is energy that changes one form to another, from the highest to the lowest. You have to go to solid with cancer, so when you start to man with a child. You have to go to baby stage, child stage, teenage. Teenage, I ran to all out. And boy, they kicked my ass in the hospital. I need help out there. I need help out there in that car. Politics. It's time to build on economics. You with me or what? I show you how to make this case for me. You know what I mean? I need a God, 4 gods, and 4 earths on every day. But see, I do the African Street Festival every year. Over here in Fort Greene, over there by the Graveyard. Do the African Street Festival. I went to the brothers that did that again years ago. I went to Phillips. I'm headquarters. You see, I know nations. I know brothers, sisters from all nations. I know when you we use Israelite.
I know who you is. I'm the student that sat next to the devil.
You see, God was talking a little bit, and I was on the side, and I was on the side. I was on the side, all the time. And behind it, like Sandman Bear. I was chosen to free this. Allah told me in the bathroom. I'm looking at some here, Allah said, he loves hash. John hash. I'm not going to let this shit out. Right?
I'm over here.
So he said, you cook. You have the power to save me. I didn't know what he meant. Then you know, shout, shaking all of the shout, my grandpa.
I better win.
He had his own brick company.
I mean, you got four.
Somebody got 90
He had his own brick company. My grandmother was the first Eastern star in the shop.
That's Mecca new. Let me know about that.
Face. Hey. Metro Bella Father. You right. I got reading by that's good.
All right, call my number.
Same thing. He ain't hit on one, right? Same thing. You want to do the same thing? He ain't hit on one. He gonna stop my whip.
He gave me call my number.
Call him. Call him. Have fun.
Don't be changing your number. Don't be calling your friend number either. Because I know your friends. You don't shake them, you gotta do
This Bible has one winner. The number is 1, 2, 9, 5, 8, 0, 4, 4.
Oh, I got that! What you say? Oh, let me go there.
Who won, Mecca? Mecca won?
I better have one.
Mecca won?
Conspiracy.
See that? That's the sister double the box.
It's a conspiracy.
She came out there. And then she won.
It would have been a conspiracy if I didn't win.
Okay, rap, cool.
See, I didn't
See what I do? What I do?
Yes, you know what? Yes.
It was rigged.
No wonder it's another one.
Rigged. I need y'all to come out to Dr. Bella's bar.
Now we're supposed to close the film.
Because
Well, find someone.
I told them that
Yeah, that's nice, right?
I got people. I don't need no. I got the hustles on the street. I saw you just got 1.6 million. father, they got me a bus driver. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm going to show you everything. If you ain't got a job, want to get a job, what's that night you go and you get a flat? They pay us 67, 70 an hour. Be on flat. Yankee Stadium's high, Shea Stadium's high. They get ready to put a big soccer thing out there. Willis Point. I worked out the stadiums for years. I worked in Yankee Stadium, Shea Stadium, and Penn Station Airport Authority. Working for New York City House. I worked for Bell Rice City for 15 years. I got hurt on my job, now I'm paid for life. Money goes straight to the bank. Now I came the other day. You know what I'm saying? It's about more money, more money, more money. You know what I'm saying? Don't bet nobody. You get on these ones bad. And you don't even know you want to win. Understand yourself. How can you say God, you ain't make yourself up again? You ain't got no woman, no baby, no child. How can you be God? God is a father. God is a father. God is a farmer. I love planting seeds. Male or female. But I'm born with God like to be alive. You understand? So that's the way we go. But I'm a farmer, I'm a planter. You know what I mean? And I love women. Respect them. When you have to teach a woman to have her own. You understand? Lots of them get married and done it because everything about belongs to you. And love is something that passes on to another.
I'm so happy my sister, she's found peace.
Brother, Islam is open something to stop. I still recognize that, brother. A lot of people ain't gonna recognize. They make me very angry. You don't know me. They put me in the hospital. You boys put me in the hospital for this day. I ain't get nobody. Disrespect these teachers. I ain't giving no one to live on the wicked when they wicked way. And I got angels that fly. Take you to the water. Thanks. Hey!
Restoration and redevelopment plan. We're launching several campaigns and to accomplish short and long-term goals. The project initial phase aims to revitalize the structural integrity of our current buildings by simultaneously addressing our plans to construct a supplemental building for assembly that could be precast or prefab and grow our financial reserve and build a modern facility. So all of that happens simultaneously. However, we know 1 to 9 and 9 back to 1. We start with stabilizing our school. So as regards to putting up the numbers, I'm going to let you know where we are in terms of. So before I go to 20K, right now we're at 13,198. We are $6,802 from reaching our goal. Today is the Win and Build Day. We got 2 days to achieve that. I know we can do it. This is the spot fund in real time. You can see the number. What's the beauty of this site? Not only is it digital, as soon as you go in, you see the number in real time. As soon as you make your donation, you see that on. Plus, it also lets you know who the donors are. It gives you your name in real time. So, with that said, the Core 5, we had a pledge of this month to add on to this cycle a grant from each of us. I pay my bills by breaking things up sometimes. I get paid twice a month on the Justice Day and the Wisdom Power Day. So my commitment was, I'm going to start off with $250 idea is, I'm never going to ask you to donate some money that I don't contribute first. If we raise the grant together, I'm going to put out the first $100. So I made a commitment of a grant. I'll let you know I met that goal, and I'm super proud of it because it's added onto the cycle, and that's the devil. So I urge you to do the same. The spot fund is there. I had actual donors, campaign letters for those who want to add on. They have the barcode right there, so you can look for yourself and add on in real time. In summary and closing on this Wisdom Build Day, again, this is a project of repair, restoration, and development. Repairing what we exist now. You go to a law school, you can see with your naked eye, there's things that need to be fixed. Restoration, because there's parts of the school that we want to keep the same for historical purposes. And redevelopment, the obvious. We know we need to expand on that glorious site, but it takes stages. And most importantly, why we want to take on this endeavor, because we want to obtain the deed. We talked about this before. There's a lot of misnomers and misconceptions. Do we own the site? We do not own the site. However, we're de facto owners. What does that mean? That means, because of the agreement that was all made with Mayor Lindsay, we have the site, and because we've been on the site and occupied the site, and kept consistent with the agreement that those two men had, we can remain there. However, the deed owner is the city. The other misnomer is this whole idea about a 99-year lease. I'm going to tell you, based on my own research and based on the evidence that I have, there's no 99-year lease. There's no 99-year lease. Anybody who can show and prove, please bring it forward. With that said, we have the opportunity to get the deed, and that's through the ULERP process. And so all of this work that we're working together with our brothers to get this work done, that's what it takes. So that's why we're going through this. Not only for the big idea, visual redevelopment. It starts with repair, starts with restoration, and we close out with redevelopment. The redevelopment is actually what's going to bring us to deed. So we're not only just the makers, but we're indeed the owners. That is why we're going through this process. That's why it's important. And no, we're not going to just wait for a mystery God, rest on our laurels, because our God was wise enough to have a relationship with the mayor at the time, and based on a handshake and their word, that he knows that he can have this space. You know, we want to take it a step further. We are able, mind and body, men and women who are professionals, who have the acumen, the skill, the expertise to actually close this out. So we want to do it. So with that said, again, this is where we are. 13,198. We're about $6,800 short of our goal. We have up to the understanding cycle date to achieve this. God say, and when I close out on this Wisdom Build Day is peace. Hey! Peace! Hey! I'm going to keep it real short. It's mathematics, wisdom, has built, destroyed, all things now we want to decipher. Now let's decipher all things knowledge. I'm an electrician, I'm an HVAC mechanic, I'm a steam fitter, I'm a plumber. It's time to bring it back to the nation. Whoever wants to learn, start the class up. I'm going to figure out when there's a slot. Most people are in the car back there. We're going to figure out we can fit it in. It's open to everybody.
Make some money.
I get to that in a minute. But I'd like to say my regard on this great day of wisdom, build up his soul. Because through my wisdom, I'll build or destroy. And through our build or destroy, y'all will see my wisdom. So, what I want to tell y'all is this. My name is God Supreme. So I'm not that brother who brother be talking about that doing some book. I'm not them. If I did one book, which is involved with one book, which is the true history of the law of this 5%, which is a great story that was never told by us who is dead. All that other stuff ain't me. Now, I can't stop nobody from saying they can't do this. They got to run. But I'm letting y'all know, if I get involved with any book, I'll make not as long here at the college. And that speaks for that. One more thing. Now, everybody give celebrations of life for certain dogs. Okay, that's peace. If the speech with the memorial, that was a great thing that God did. But what I'm talking about, we can get the memorial and the degree date of the law all in one. And every great God and earth that have returned, being at the Lord's foundation, we get the celebration of life and all the gods on earth, the degree date on the day of our law, the same day. Because in that year, they turned another cycle into you. One foundation, one mountain, everybody together. That's why nobody will be left out. What about Prince Lord? What about my brother John, flat beside him? So we give it for everybody. Everybody. And all in one. And that's just the name of the spirit. Also another thing I would like to tell you. If y'all agree with it, we can do it like that. We get an honor celebration of life and to bring all in one day for everybody. And a couple, one more thing, and I'm through. Now, we got that degree, 5%, the 5% of the law and justice. Who we gonna use that address? Is that the address? The gods went through hell to get things done. When is we going to use that as in the post office? You write to the school, 2122, 5% of law and justice in place. Y'all put on these numbers, show them who office, put the law school on law and justice in place. That's the address, isn't it? Okay. So let's use it. That's all I have to say, please.
Let's start conversation. I need all the God's attention right now. I just handed you something. And I'm just doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of brothers with a lot of different committees, stuff like that. That's the school. And right now, it's up to us, the gods. We got to come together and do it. You know what I'm saying? And what I gave y'all, so you can see, you know, I'm just go through it a little bit so you get a great understanding of where I'm coming from. Basically, what I handed out is called a 5% Day of Renaissance. This is for the God. You know? And inside of it, I'm just going through it a little bit. I'm kind of tired, but that has to be done. It says, this is to the God, speak. As a nation, we procrastinated to truly restore law school in Mecca. For years, months, and days, thus for the past 25 years, there's been several attempts proposal, plans, even God's collecting funds in the name of the restoration of a law school in Mecca. But born you true, we have yet to see it happen. One of the main reasons for this is due to all minds not being one. Those of you who know, and ones that don't, or may have forgotten, Almighty God law made it simple and plain that if we ever wanted to see Him or wanted a problem solved or any problem, all we had to do was come together as one. Moreover, I have seen, just as you have seen, countless gods say, speak, yell, scream out at parliaments, rallies, cipher, how they love this nation, how they love our school. Some of you even criticize the condition of our school. But born you true, unbeknownst to many of you, the structural foundation of our school will not last. And I speak and say that because I worked on the school and I know. Being well over 90 years old, our school is not only the foundation of the legacy of Allah and His Father's sake, it is a monumental proof, a token and a gift to Allah for His great works. It is for this reason we have a duty as the providers, protectors of this nation to rejuvenate our schools. This can be done by us. You notice in this, it's God's. In parentheses, by us, without borrowing, donations, or GoFundMe accounts. It is simple mathematics. 500 dollars, put in $100 a piece, that gives us $50,000. No, you do not have to send no money to nobody. Make no pledge. The whole purpose of the set date of the 5% day of Pentecost is so that each God has ample time from this parliament here, to October 26, 2024, Cypress See the Truth, to come in front of the law school between 9:30 and 10 o'clock with your $100. Now, the reason why it's a grace period like that, you might have child support, alimony payments, you got a lot of bills, I got a lot of bills. You know, you might have car payments, insurance, you know, or whatever. From this point to there, you could take $1 a day and have that $100 if you want to get the school fixed for real. All right, that's why I made it long like that. You know, there's no excuse. And if you still want to do what you do, and you don't know what I'm talking about, you're still gonna have money, $100 to bring on that day. So I'm not stopping you from doing whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So once we meet in front of law school in Mecca that day with your $100, from there we shall all agree. Pick a bank of our choice to put the money in an account. Solely for the renovation of the law school. It will be us, we, the gods. And the date is October 26, 2024. Again, at 9:30 to 10 a.m. The time is now, for our nation, school will surely end. Now, no, to my sisters, the earth, yes, you can add on too. However, this is God duty. As always, your brother in your service, most righteous and supreme, Father Shalborn. I just want to say to that also, you know, if we got gods that's big, really rich, and you want to bring more than $100, you do that too. But just know, our word is born, our word is life. On that day of the 5% Renaissance, be in front of 2122. Y'all love this, right? Y'all love this, $100. I don't want no money. I'm not taking, you're not accepting no money. Be there that day with your $100. I don't care if it's 100 of y'all. That's still $10. You know what I'm saying? Just be there that day. That's a start. You see these brothers got up there and they showed you a project, what they're trying to do. They were saying how we got to wait to generate funds. Well, guess what? We the gods, man. We got too many great minds. You know, you seen my big brother up there, God Supreme. You know what I'm saying? You seen him standing up there building. He did his part. Now it's time for us to do our part. Show and prove. Not talk, show and prove through your ways of action.
I like that.
Show and prove through your way of action. Another one, freedom, that's been around. They did their part already. Why do you think I be up there all the time like this?
Mother do.
Because if I don't do it, it ain't going to be preserved. But what do? We do what? Preserve what? The best one for who? That's right. So the time is now. Nation of end. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge this culture. Supreme mathematics. Knowledge this culture. You know what I'm saying? Supreme outlet. Knowledge this culture for real. And I don't care if you don't like that God. I don't care if you don't like that God. I don't care if you got to beef with that God. You make sure it's your duty to be there that day with your $100. Because if all lines is one and you see a vision, come on, man. Look at the law school. Look at it. Come on, it's been like that too long. And see, then you ain't got to worry about the P-Law Council did it, or the Medina Crew, this and that. We did it. The gods together. We all came out of our pocket. So there's no big eyes, no little U's, or none of that. We can do it. It can be done. It can be done. Word up. All you got to do is put it in your mind and bring it into activation, and it can be done. And with that, I'm going to say peace. Hey!
James and God's.
Hey! Anyway, to Maria Allah, Culture Month, Wisdom Born Day, tomorrow. Right? So, 50 years of service this year. Power, that's how I know it. Alright, so here we are. Now, coming behind my brother, Loud, speaking about his pride. I want y'all to understand something. A lot of give wisdom, knowledge, as we all know, centuries. So everything really is backwards. So anything that you deal with in this day and time, you try to use your mathematics and apply it, probably reverse it. So it's probably misinformation before information. Alright? So keeping that in mind. Now, during this month, a couple of transmission, blog, newspaper article was put out about what we're trying to do. Alright? And I'm talking about we as a whole. Some people are more advanced and more qualified than others. But let's just say for the best part, wisdom, build or destroy, right? That everyone wants to see 21 to 22 better than the condition is. Let's keep it that simple. Alright? Not too money, not structural, let's keep it that simple. We like to see it improve. Now, because we've been around so long, and our mission has always been education, right? We have qualified ourselves. Just like on day 3 talk about qualifying and disqualifying. And by the way, the pen was pulled from the knowledge we had. I didn't say relax. I said the knowledge we had by wisdom, so I can speak freely about whatever, because I'm one of them. Because the knowledge they wanted to stay back and quiet and ignorant. So when the pen is pulled, alright, because the nurse stuck the pen. And then that's that whole live thing that came about. But on the essence of time, you're not going to hold it. You'll get the message. So I'm speaking freely about this month. Alright? So, our message as a whole, no matter who's structural engineer, architecture, piece of paper, who said what, is about unity. Alright? And it all deal with different levels. $2 don't make it less than the $2,000. contributor or 2,000 hours or 2 hours. John Ali III. Allah just born Allah. Allah just born. Or not our God Supreme, but another God Supreme who wrote 120 lessons. This is where people get this our life from. They get it from these. So who else is supposed to do that? Take on our responsibility to make sure they get this right as that. Please, when I say this, please don't take this the wrong way. The true history of Allah and His 5% is known as the Bible when it comes to institutions now because we implement it. This is the book that you're supposed to go with. All week, almost 6-7 days a week, I'm answering phones from different states. An institution. Just yesterday, got a call from the chaplain in Bear Hill. Can we please get an updated catalog? The brothers need some, say, material, real material, something that they can use for their classes. If you heard last month, just got the guards in Texas Department of Correction, in Coalfield. Also last month, the guards in Lawrenceville Correction Facility. Our newsletter will be out next month, and you see the guards inside of the interior site, guards coming in from the outside and the inside, building with the guards. Why is that important too? We even got guards in now writing children's books. If you ever see our table, the 2 books, The Powerless Pinky, which is wrote by Lord Sirius in Victory of Law, and The Youth of the Future is written by Poetic Life. God is writing books. Because they know what they went through, they want to make sure our youth and seeds don't go through. So that's why we must teach them. That's why we must go in there and make sure they get it right with Zach. We created an addendum to go with our 14-class curriculum. The first curriculum was the Nation of Gods of Earth Culture, which consists of NGE culture, our customs studies, the study of the mind and intellect, the study of the body and dietary laws, and traditions. And the material that we'll be using for that is the true history of law and 5%, how to live and put health. Please, there's other books that we can use. If anybody who knows Director 4750, and you decide the time, I need to bring any other books or these other books going into teach these classes, I try to make sure you put it in advance for us to be able to go in and teach some books.
You're welcome to even Farm Act. That's a great book that I have.
The second class curriculum is the history of law. The second curriculum is the history of law. Of course, the history of law is 5%. The evil destruction, we even use the mechanism and the FBI when it comes to educating who and what the law was, what they was. The next curriculum will be our supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets, and universal flag. Of course, the true history of the law is 5%. The message to the black man, and the breakdown of the universal flag by Universal Shamrock. The student enrollment, which is another curriculum class. We're going to be using 120 degrees and message to the black man. Message to the black man, for the majority of the lessons that we teach, we'll say N-words when it comes to, we'll say the curriculum we're using for 120. But when it comes to the 136, we're going to use the Canadian for Columbus. And everything dealing with the transatlantic slave trade. These are all books that you can find from the Office of Coastal Banking and Coastal License. National facts and solar facts. Geology, astrology, geography, high school level books to teach you those areas when it comes to the actual facts and solar facts. Classes, class curriculums 10 through 14, it's going to be about life skills. About not coming back. Making sure everybody got the proper documents in their weeks. Birth certificate, social security card, and employability profile. A lot of people that's in New York State don't know that the employability profile that's going to speak about the vocational trade that you took, and all you have to do is take it to the Department of Labor office, automatic upload it, you be
first 60 days of integration, I always speak about this, because this is important. 2.6 million people locked up in the United States of so-called America. 600,000 get released every year. Within 90 days, 72% will be arrested. Within 3 to 5 years, 75% of them have been convicted of a new felony. A lot of people need to hear it in here. You set up the fails to come out there because they don't give you everything that you need to be able to survive. Finding employment. In 2015, Mayor Nebraska, when he was in office, came up with the Fair Chance Act, where a company is not supposed to ask you about your criminal background until you hire you. Until you're hired. They're not supposed to run a program, background check, until you are hired. You need to know how to address that, combat that. What a lot of institutions, a lot of companies is doing now, businesses is doing now, they are hiring outside companies from outside New York State to do background checks. They call it credit reports. And the credit reports is revealing your institutional record. That you've been the criminal record. What the New York State government, the United States government gives men that's released, a lot of people don't know about, is work opportunity tax credit. Supposed to be given to them upon release. If they take this to a company and the man says, why are you not? I can give you a assistance by you to hire you. You get tax credit for employing you. And any training that you give me, the government will pay for it. Google career certificates. Now that the Office of Coaching Management has become a partner with Google, we can now start teaching this in the children's safety. I have a guard that's in the work release in South Carolina now taking this course. Understanding your credit. A lot of people don't even know what transfusion equifax prep report is. They don't know how powerful it is if you have your credit score under 670. How bad it can hurt you. They need to be taught what this is about. They want to go to the bank and get a loan. They want to go get an apartment or stuff like that. They want to do background checks. You have to understand what your credit report is saying. Some of you don't even know. Some of your credit, your credit, your social security number stuff is being used for things you don't even know about. You get challenged on that if you've been incarcerated. It's getting out and staying out. If you're applying this and you live in supreme mathematics, it's easy. It's easy. All it takes is the first 2 degrees and you can understand it. And everything else is moved on. I was a good little professor. I can talk you to him. I was a good little professor. But it wasn't until I started living this out that I started getting it right exactly. Now I can speak to government officials and other public officials when it comes to what we're doing and what we institute. The Cultural Management Google Scholarship Program is for anybody 18 and over. Free scholarships, free courses, cybersecurity, IT support, data analytics, project management, digital marketing, e-commerce, and UX design. It's free. salary for cybersecurity. 92,000 median entry-level salary in data analytics. 59,000 median entry-level salary in digital marketing and e-commerce. 57,000 median entry-level salary in IT support. 77,000 median entry-level salary in project management, and 112,000 median entry-level in UX design. I don't know what field you're in. You might want to take this because you might want to get a promotion somewhere down the line. Whatever company you at. Let me tell you some numbers. We've been operational since March 19th. And today's the Wisdom Building in April. We already have 94 people invited, 61 joined, 49 already enrolled. And that's not probably people that probably, you know what I'm saying, enrolled probably within the last 24, 48 hours.
What's the weekly hour requirements?
Huh?
What's the weekly hour requirements?
This is an at your own pace. If you want to get up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to do a half an hour, you can do it. I said this last fall. During the pandemic, I sat in the law school Mecca at 2122 and got my whole Ocean 40. We have a computer lab. We have public libraries. They just ask you to do 5 to 10 hours a week. And they tell you during the orientation video that there's a reason why you can't meet the deadline to complete a module. Let us know, and then you can run a calendar. You can extend it. I got guards, earth, and black women and men putting the hours in there. So for law school of Mecca, not being a, what do you call it? An institution. This is what we doing at law school of Mecca. Law told us education and the treasury. We came a partners with one of the biggest technology companies in the planet. This is what we're doing. So, for those that's 250 miles away up north, 250 miles away up north, 600, 700 miles down 95, or you're out west, you need to be here on the ground to actually see what's being done. Or you need to be on our calls to know what's being done. When I tell you live this out 365 days, I don't get no breaks. I happen to have a justice cycle born that allows me to be able to take care of nation business while I'm working. I'm grateful for that. And I get a lot done doing it. Now, it's all about us coming together. Born Justice has said it many times. Anybody that has a program or whatever, bring it. You have to come prepared. If you come here asking that you need 15,000 to start your program or 5,000 to start your program, you're not prepared. Again, the money that comes from the vendors is supposed to be for the maintenance of the law school. So whatever program stuff that we want to do, it has to come out of our pocket. The Office of Cultural Management, we didn't ask money from nobody in this nation. We came out of our pocket to make things happen. Now, I'm working with the state of Georgia, and even though Michigan was already about to be recognized, the guard had an issue, and we filed some paperwork wrong, but now Michigan is about to come in. And now the thing is now, being that the Department of Corrections, who was approved by Dr. Miller, our curriculum was approved by Dr. Miller, now received it, and now being sent to Deputy Commissioner Albany for it to be approved. So now that means it's 54 facilities like that, we got to attend to it. To make sure our brothers and sisters is getting the right exact, they go home, to be successful, and get back to their family. They teach their children where they make their mistakes. Yes.
Your focus on the computer will allow you to access the
Concerning these Google scholarships, you receive the Office of Cultural Management, Financial Strategist, which is Keisha Earth, myself, Elijah Justice, Gardner Larshaw, who's our program coordinator, Devon Prince, our secretary, Universal Shaquem, Merciful, or Lord Jamel. Any questions? I'm going to be in the message. I know. Just a little bit on today's mathematics. Mathematics is the bill. We'll be going to knowledge and cipher. We'll be going to knowledge with large the Father. What it means to me, we make our wisdom bill. We add knowledge onto the cipher. We see our Father. We come together as one cipher. We see Allah. That's what the Father taught us. We've been hearing that there's, we haven't given enough feedback as to what's happening with our great projects that we have. The gods have come together to build a new, first to stabilize the existing of our school building. That's first. And the second one is to develop that site into something great. The Father left it for us. We're qualified now as God's sons and daughters. What are we going to leave behind? And we can come together, those who have knowledge in the field, and we've been putting together a great plan. And so what I wanted to do today, because a lot of times we get up and build, we want to tear each other down, we want to say what we're not doing, but what I want to do today is celebrate how all the gods have come together over time. And we're making great strides. And sometimes we need to go back and look at it, over the history of it, to really see what we've accomplished. I put up a screenshot. This is our overall project schedule. It's called a dare chart. It's just a list of tasks that you have to do, but I just want to read off some of that. This overall initiative got re-energized back in March 2022 when Lord King was calling some of the Zoom meetings. And the God's Office of Cultural Management, they had an initiative to build a prefab building on the site. So during those meetings, Lord King put out the call that we need to stable our school. We all agreed with him. We didn't know the status of the structure. If a wall fell down, something happened, we would lose the site. So initially, I called on one of my resources, a structural engineer, Rick Satola, from Lyra Associates. He did a walkthrough of the school. And he found the most precarious part of the school, which was one leaning wall at the very rear. The guards on Black, on Justice, they put out the call immediately because they've been using the nation's maintenance account, the money generated from the vendors. Immediately, all the contractor pulled down that part of the wall, refixed it back up. I should have put a picture up there. But that was done immediately. So first, I want to celebrate those guards, one Justice, one Black, those who maintain the school. The next thing that happened was the Core 5, a group of us got together. We had a meeting at the Deputy Mayor's office. We met with the Deputy Mayor for Economic and Workforce Development, Maria Springer, and we had the chance just to tell them about the site that we have, that the city has bequeathed this site to us, the Gods and Earths, for the last 46 years, and that we have a plan to develop the site. If we presented that plan to the city, would they be receptive? They said yes, they would be excited to be receptive for our plan to develop that site, so long as it meets the needs of the community. So that was another great victory for the city, and we got buy into a plan that we Then we retained the structural engineering firm, Simone, to do a detailed structural assessment of the overall building. And they gave a very detailed report, and they showed us everything that needed to be done. We started reaching out to some contractors, maybe a little prematurely, because we needed all of them to bid on the same scope of work. So we're taking the document from Lee Simone, which shows the work that needs to be done. We took the 3 proposals we got, we marked every one of them up to make sure they're bidding on the same scope of work, apples to apples, and we sent that back to them this past week. So right now, we're on the verge of retaining one of those structural engineers. One of them came in about 10,000, the other one 17,000. Lee Simone was at a very high price, you know, so we wouldn't work with them. But I made a commitment to the nation that I'm going to finance the hiring of a structural engineer to obtain structural drawings for the school, that we can file with the Department of Buildings, use it to retain a contractor to fix the structural work that needs to be done in the school.
Doesn't mean the best quality. So I know 2117 is a big difference, but maybe the 10 said something wrong.
And that's what he's making comments, making sure the whole bid is the same thing. And we did check their references. It's one of the brothers, his name is Michael Walcott. He's kind of associated with us. He wants to do the right thing and work with us. So he's going to be transparent and show you the companies who are going to be taking to the work. So the young guards have developed a lot of material. I don't have the last enough to show the fundraising drive. What we've done is that you know that there's a group that meets every Saturday morning, and what we did was we started the core of the committee, put our own money in, and we wanted to come to the next, having all of us put our money in before we reach out to that next wider group of people and ask you all to join us as the core of the committee. We got to put the initial money in to get things started before we go out to larger bit of funders to fund this project. But this is something we can do. The young guards will need the effort. I want to let the loud step up and see and let you know where we are with the capital campaign. But to God knows. And everyone who's contributed. I see some of you who have contributed. We love you all.
My name is Bilal. However, I was born and raised in Long Island. However, I got the knowledge of Medina when I was in high school, and I lived back in Long Island again. As you know, I'm a principal, so when it comes to all the educational efforts, that's what I need. However, if you ever hear me building about finance or construction or development, it's just to illustrate the work that we're doing as a collective. And I'm always going to talk about what I learned from those who have the expertise. I'm not leading that effort. I'm just a conduit to give the message. Today is not the matter, it's wisdom to build. We know it's wisdom to build to destroy. I like to focus on the building and adding on. It's enough destruction that we all know about, so I like to focus on what we are adding on to. So, last Parliament, you heard us build about a capital campaign, 20K in 30 days. We're here to give you an update on what that amount is in real time. But before I share that, I'm going to open up with the first paragraph of the campaign letter, because that captures the whole project in its essence. The Large Center Mecca Revitalization Project is a repair.
And now it's time for us to make things dead. It's time for us to clean house. Clean house. Ain't no time to be playing games. If you're not building, buy. Be gone. If you don't want to add on to this, be gone. Ain't no more time to be playing, arguing with one another about unnecessary stuff.
sit back and talk about the ones that is built. One thing I know, man, let me say this briefly. I ain't assassinating my brother's character. I ain't talking down on my brothers or my sisters. But what I would say, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, if you ain't about this,
Leave it alone.
leave it alone. I got some shirts I say 1140. The 11th degree to 1 to 14, the 40th degree to the 140. If your word ain't bond and you ain't willing to give your all and all within your powers, fine. Because now it's time for us to make things tangible. Ain't no more time to be like, yo God, how you doing, Almighty? This is over, bro. If you ain't about adding on from the lowest form to the highest form, bye. Because we all held responsible. And I'm close with this. We all dropped the fucking ball. And now we gotta pick it up. Pace.
About freedom again, right? Last Parliament was here. I'm brief. Wisdom building destroyed. Got this law degree in the lesson. So wisdom is the solution that he gave him. So where's our solution? See, this is the universal parliament. Look at it. It's the universal parliament. And we're in a building that they have, which is a public school. So they look at the numbers. It's about the numbers. I bumped into your brother on the bus the other day, and he saw me, I had my flag on, he said, "Please God," I said, I never seen him at no parliament. Came to me and said, "Please God," and I've been to mad parliaments. You know what he tells me? Oh, the last parliament I went to was in the 70s. What you thought happened there? I ain't been to nothing with him. He ain't even showing proof for himself. Wisdom build and destroy. Wisdom is the solution that you can apply using that knowledge to make it what? Build or destroy. We already know that he used that to destroy in the degree.
Yeah.
Grafted us out, right? So what are we going to do? We got to start telling brothers like that. When you see him, and he try to come to you, and you got to be like, I see the problem. If he tries to get into any lessons, asking you questions, you ain't even see him at a parliament. This is where we're supposed to get together. That's Lord showed us that we got. This is one of the ways for us to get together as a family. We're supposed to have here the sun, moon, and star in here. Peace.
Hey, I come in there before Justice Beerlaw from Lowe's Island, Nassau County. Look me up and all that stuff. I'm out here, Hempstead, Roosevelt, Freeport, Unionville, Lincoln, Rockland, all that good stuff, right? Last Parliament, when me and my mental father, I came along, right there, right? When me and the guard turned the corner, and come down the block, short guard, big guard, the guard was pushing the bill with the coat right there in front of me. Well, the guard in here, I was seeing him, right out there, the guard was crushing him. He seen me in the guard, he tapped the guard. There. No more. That's it. I sat back long enough. I've been here, brothers know me. I've been here. I sat back long enough. Today's reality is supreme mathematics. It's wisdom, destroyed, born in, now cycle, all being born in knowledge. Or, get to that, in between that here. Or, just get understood. Born in equality, yeah, equality, get to it, right? No more of that. That's done. I'm saying, yeah, you do that, you fight. I ain't fool you. I'm no harm, disrespect, go that corner and all that. Get our backs dirty, nose is bloody, all that good stuff. Get up, go outside. What you gonna do? Yeah, right? I got a few issues. Me personally, I'll take care of it. Let me know. That flag on the window in front of the law school, it looks right. That is not universal sharing God's design. I'll pay for it. Give me a price. Put the right flag on it. That 136 and 120, and don't look for nothing, it comes out. Get that right. I'm not playing with it. No more. I'm in this real quick. I'm going to tell you what gives me the authority. The knowledge and the student enrollment. Who's the original man? The original man is that black man. The maker, the owner, through the planet Earth. Father of civilization, God of the universe. Now it's 314. Who made the whole Bible? How long ago? And when you tell us why does Islam loses history every 25,000 years? The Holy Bible was made by the original man, who was Allah, the supreme black man from Asia. The Quran was inspired in the year 25,980 years from the day it's right. The nation of Islam is all right exact. The planet Earth, which is the home of Islam, is approximately 25,000 miles in circumference. So the wise man of the East, black man, makes history of the Quran so equals most circumference of year to every mile. Because every time the history lasts for 25,000 years, it renews it for another 25,000 years. Understanding God's degree. The 140. Why the devil teach 85% that God is a righteous but unseen being that exists everywhere? Allah is God on earth and the heavens above. There is no unrighteousness within him. He is seen and heard everywhere. These are all our sins. Oh, I probably missed some part. Right? It's just that cold pit part you think for correctly. Right? Right? Now the cipher degree. Okay, now the cipher degree. 140. Alright, okay, no, I need an error too, I need an error. Now the cipher degree. Who is the other? Now the cipher degree. 140. Who is that mystery God? There is no mystery God. The Son of Man that searched for that mystery God for trees for years. We're able to find that mystery God. So we have agreed that the only God is the Son of Man. And those no more time searching for that does not exist. Until God agrees. Why the devil teach 85% that mystery God bring about Lord? How many parts of that? Why the devil teach 85%? God is the righteous for unseen being that is everywhere. Allah is God on the earth and the heavens above, and it's just and true. There is no unrighteousness within him, for he's not unseen, for he's seen and heard everywhere. These are all our sins. Now, here's my favorite. It's my favorite. Understanding born degree. And it's talking about this nation. Tell them, do you believe to see the day when the God come and take the devil into hell in the very near future? Answer, yes. I fast and pray to Allah that I live to see the day when the Lord's own good time come get the devil off our plane. Get him his own good time. 1964. Ain't no mystery. 1 plus 9 is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. Take it back to the non-cipher degree. It ain't no mystery. Get him his own. Period. Hey! Human nation business. Yeah. Peace to God first. I be Allah's mathematics and I see today's mathematics being wisdom built and destroyed. I want you to see if my ways and actions is building and destroying. It's not about talking about building and destroying. It's about my ways and actions actually living that out. I took the righteous thing mathematics because I wanted to apply that to every single thing that I do. And it's about living out the laws of mathematics. Usually when I come up here and build, I like to be straight to the point. I like them 7 characteristics. I like to be straight to the point. But I have 3 important bills that I'm going to share with y'all today. The first one I'm going to build on is about separatism. Separatism. The practice of separation of a certain group of people from a large body on the basis of ethnicity, religion, or gender. In this planet Earth that we live in today, Christianity has 45,000 different sects or denominations. Islam has 7 different sects that has many different branches in them 7 different sects. Because everybody's going to be other than the next thing. Willie Lynch taught separatism, keeping the light skin from the black skin, the skinny from the fat, the men from the women. That was part of Yahoo's rules and regulations. That was passed on through Willie Lynch. All separatism that's being practiced. I bring this up because when the law taught, people might have built this God in Medina about one thing, this God in Freelon about one thing, and this God in Mecca about one thing. But they gave us great mathematics that when we come together, we can be able to draw us as a nation, as one mind. I bring that up to bring this. In February of 2020, this planet was hit with a pandemic that people call it, or pandemic, COVID. When this virus took over this planet, this nation lost something that was dear to us, which was our universal parliament that's been with us at Harriet Tubman Street since 1971. Being that we had no place to build at, we was gathering at a law school in Mecca, or when we had Mount Morris Park, or Fort Greene Park. That's when we was able to have our parliament. September of 2021. Our brother born black put out a call to this nation. $100 for guards and earths in this nation so we can try to get our own. So we're not asking nobody for anything. In October of 2021, myself, along with the Office of Cultural Management, came and said we would like to build a prefab building in the Law School of Mecca property yard. That was first. 6 months later, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, is either the February power paper or the March power paper of 2022. An SOS was put out. Save Law School. The SOS was put out, a Zoom call was called. They said the building was about to crumble now. They got construction people who were able to come in that told us that all that I need to fix is the back wall. Doc Kim has a video. Watch the video that Doc Kim has. He has the video. He says the back wall needs to be fixed. But besides that, you're good for at least another 5 years in this school. But work needs to be done. That told us since 2022, we had 5 years to do what we needed to do at a law school in Mecca. Watch the video. In August of 2022, Beloved came with a Zoom conference. I think it was the 16th of August, my date's correct. It was on a Monday. A Zoom call was put out about a plan, vision that they had back in 2013 that we wanted to bring back up again. About us doing something with the law school property. The following month, in September of 2022, me and Divine Prince, along with the Office of Cultural Management, had contacted many prefabrication companies
company that we contacted was Patriot Steel. Patriot Steel, and there was another company. Other company we didn't go with, we went with Patriot Steel. Patriot Steel gave us design of a prefabricated building that could be built on the law school property. Effective mathematics was $97,000. Our brother, who's a professional in the construction business, Black Justice, came to us and said, listen, Lord, with your idea and vision that you have is good, but this is what you should be doing. He was doing the building in Westchester, don't know exactly where, I can't recall where. He got me and Rodney Justice on the video, on the Zoom call, to watch him build a precast, prefab building. He said, this is the direction that we should go in. We have 70 by 80 foot of space in that backyard that we can build a prefab, precast building. To this day, pardon me, because of the many different bills that came after we made our announcement, we haven't heard us build much about that. But like I said in October 2021, I always tell you what we have. We have $7,252 in that account. I said I would make knowledge on every single universal parliament. It's about accountability. That's what that business decree is about. It's about accountability, especially if you live in this right exact. Now, January, February of 2023, the Core 5 contacted the Office of Cultural Management. They said we would like to work with y'all about putting something on the lawsuit property. We attended Zoom conferences. I've been attending Zoom conferences about every week when I can, you know what I'm saying, since then. I say that to say this. There's been bills put out there that the law school development team is not doing. Let me make knowledge going about this. Last show approved, yes, we had a contractor come and look at the law school now. We did. We had a contractor come and look at the law school. After the show approved, I traveled down to Victory Law and did my research, because that's what the law told us to do. He told us to go from knowledge to born, and I did from knowledge to born. I'm the one who pulled up the negative reports on the construction company. I found it. And plus, they wasn't accredited by the Better Business Bureau. There's one thing I can hear Mom, well, tomorrow, speak about every time during the Zoom conference, and that's about being right and exact and going thoroughly from knowledge to born and going back to knowledge. He says it every Zoom conference. So it's about when we do something that's not going to be, excuse my friend, half-assed. We asked for 2 more bids. 2 more bids came. I can't remember the amount. I know the team, the Core 5 team, along with the law school development team, will come to speak about that. But we received those 2 other bids. There was something I correct. I believe Beloved sent it back to them. But we received the bids. Yes, this is stuff that you should have been knowing about. This is stuff that you should have been hearing about. That we received bids. We sent back sometimes we didn't like this or we didn't like that. But they wanted to make sure that when we came to the nation, we came right. That the plan was something that could be clearly seen. So the bids were sent back, and it came back, and I believe the teams will speak to you about where we are going to come to that today. But everybody heard what just happened. It came from PS92 this week. We need our own. We have all that space. I see people putting up on social media. Let's buy. Nothing here is empty. We need our own. We have the space. Not to shoot nothing down. I just watched on 125th Street between McDonald's and the jewelry store, small place I didn't even able to build nothing like that. So, yes, is it possible? build, meeting with them, and they meeting with the architects, designers, and everything, and prefab to be there, and prefab is going to be there, so we can have our own place to be able to Anchor institutions. A law school Mecca is still an anchor institution. For those of you 200, 300, 700, 900, 3,200 miles away, you're not here to see what's going on at the law school Mecca. Or you're not participating in what's going on at the law school Mecca. And I will go on because something great is happening, you know what I'm saying? And people have really been doing the knowledge of what's been taking place and following over the last year or so. And I'm going to get more deep into that. Nobody should be traveling from 21, 22 all the way to 131st Street. We own every square inch of the planet Earth. We travel all over the planet Earth. How dare you put that? On that bill, I'm going to say page. The Office of Cultural Management just got its program approved from New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. If anybody was at the Vision 4 conference, I spoke about how we submitted curriculum, a 14-class curriculum, so say that we were institute, not just in these institutions. Oh, let me go back. A lot of people say, why are we speaking about this? You know why? We have God's first that's in the interior site, but also other men and women in the interior site and didn't get it right exactly. They want to make sure their children get it right exactly. Most nonprofits that you see today was from people that see cost more. Malasha, who's our program coordinator, works with Horizon in the family courts, children courts. Lord Jamel just created his own nonprofit, Already Community. This is what God is doing when they return from the church cipher. They get their own nonprofit. They put stuff back into the community. You see what the God is doing down in now see in the Queen City of Charlotte, where the Law King Wide, Born Reality, and Minister Justice, and our war. We teach these gods, one, to make sure they got this right exact. Because a lot of them don't get it right exactly, so the fact because they find stuff over.
Then we started dragging our feet, or you know what, we got this, we got that, we're going to do this, and then what happened? What do we deal with that? You know what I mean? We got to bring our thoughts together, man. We got a strong nation, man. When the gospel is really showing and proving come together, man, you see the light. Because it's bright as hell. You know what I mean? You see it. And that's what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? That's, you know, I mean, you ain't gonna love everybody. You sit here and talk about you love everybody alive. You ain't gonna like everybody. But if you teach them truth, and you say you about truth, that's going to attract the truth that's within that individual. Presented to you. That's what brings you together. No matter what, all the things, that's personality, that's emotions. You know what I mean? We got to get past it, we big in that. Yeah, we feel emotions, but we got feelings. Let my knowledge speak for itself. Right, want to build, I'll build, but it doesn't mean no, never. However, and I'm from Medina also, but I'm not being recognized. It ain't where you from, it's where you at. The truth is where wherever. But we own every square inch of this planet. And we've chosen for ourselves what? The best part. Let's keep it the best part. You know what I mean? We know what we got to do as babies. Ain't no babies here. You know what I mean? I want to stay here after. When we take this situation into our hands, put it where it goes. Because we say peace and happiness. What will be your reward in regards to the total destruction of the devil? Peace and happiness. I do all I have and all within my power. What's the problem? What's the problem? I mean, I don't care how I feel about it, but if he's teaching something that's right and exact, I'm with him. You know, we had a call, and I'm saying this, I'm going to conclude my bill. We had a call this Saturday, right? Law and Justice and some other guys. They was talking about cleaning out the shacks. I mean, you know, the building that they prefabricated, the building that Joe was talking about. It was supposed to be a dumpster that was supposed to come to the school on Saturday. God told me, I need you to come. That's all you got to tell me. I need you to come, I'm there. But when I got there, I'm prepared. I come prepared with my dirty clothes. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to get dirty. Let's go. There's no dumpster there. You know what I mean? And he told me he's going to get involved. He's going to build, but I'm pretty sure he's going to build about it. So I don't want to go into it. That's what I mean by coming together and doing what needs to be done. It's enough of us physically to get anything we need done. We ain't got to keep talking about it. And the Bible says they don't talk about it, be about it. Just be about it. You know what I mean? So your few was to step up when it's time to step up. And that's the problem. And then the ones that step up, the ones that don't want to do nothing, want to have a whole lot to say about what they do. How you going to do that? You ain't adding on, but he is. But you want to shut him down. And I did, because you didn't, like God said, you did not come up with it. One mind. Before we got that far. One mind. One God. You know what I mean? Giving it away. One God. That's how I see it. I don't know how y'all like it. You know, I don't know how y'all do a baby with it. Nothing about the week that I have. None of that. You look at it around looking for the world ego. But one thing we did, we stayed founded in this. We did. There's a lot of brothers that came over with me that know the trials and tribulations that we've been to hold this down. In Flatbush, my brother Quadri, come on, man. Got brothers here that want to see something happen, man. I want to keep going. I want to see it. I give all I have in my power. Because I want to see it. You know what I mean? We ain't going to be, this day ain't going to be here forever. So we got to get it done what? Now. Now, always do it now. If we don't do it now, ain't no later. Ain't no later. I take this thing serious, man. This ain't no game. Got to create things depending on it. Give us stuff we're supposed to already have. Make it make sense. How do you make that make sense? By doing what we have to do. That's it. There's no other explanation to it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it done. Put our dirty clothes on. Let's sit down at the table and do what we got to do. The first thing is we got to take care of where all this knowledge starts. We got to take care. That should look like a palace, right? Our school's supposed to look like a palace. When you walk in, you go on the floor. So food dropped on the floor. Even, you know, when I was a little kid, we talked about this up to God and all that. You know, man, that's you're scared to pick it up, pick them out. Clean. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got shut down in a minute. I've seen it happen. Brothers come over and start talking to me. There was a whole lot of arguments in the auditorium. When I was coming out, you know what it did? It taught me. It taught me to, know what you say, what you know, and know what you say. And be the best knower of what you say. Because you can't be held responsible for things you don't know. Don't speak on things that you don't know. Speak on things you do know. And be the best knower of what you know. Like I said, I love my brothers. I want to see if I got seeds. I know y'all got grandkids. We all do. When you bring them here, they want to see progress too. They look at us and they mimic what we do. So if we out there drinking, we out there smoking, what you think they're going to do? They're going to drink and they're going to smoke. Because that's what we teach them. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a way to do everything. I'm not knocking you. Now, the thing, in my house, I need a little drink. You know what I mean? But I don't go overboard. You know what I mean? I don't use this. I don't smoke weed. But, one day I might get me a little. Because I got down to myself. I used to drink a lot of wine. And brothers that know anything about it know, I'm telling the truth. The liquor store used to be right there when you get off the train, the A train. Once you ride the A train, you can come up here. The A train full of guys. As soon as you get up to the store right there. But we never bought what we did to where we were going. When we drunk right there, and then we came all the way up the street. But that's what respect we had. We never stood on the grounds or where we were going. Because, we had intelligence, and we were young then, and we knew better. But a lot of us is older, so what's the excuse? We knew better. Whatever we did, we didn't bring it to the school. So we had drunk, we got ran out of here. God knew that. Walked out of the store. Come on, out of here. We didn't allow none of that to happen. So like God said, all that happened is caused by the
brother. Love me.
So you got to understand the exposure that you're dealing with, when you deal with it. Because if you don't deal with it right exactly, it's going to get you stupid French. You're going to get blew up because you're a powerful individual. But you got to learn how to use your mind. And on that note, I'm going to conclude my I'm going to say peace to my family.
Peace. Everybody wants to know me. I think this body from Allah, and I'm from Medina. Today's Dr. Max's bill, today's lesson, what kind of rules and regulations include all laws and force of manufacturing stuff. All right? What I'm about to say is real brief. The brothers up here, they're going to talk about rules all the time. The topic I want to talk about today is our educational show proof. Now, if you don't know what's been going on in the last 12 or 13 years, that means you didn't be right, or you just willfully chose not to pay attention to what's been going on. Now, in 2010, myself and a few other brothers, we took it upon ourselves to bring back the educational piece to the show and prove. Okay? Because for a long time, all we had was a show. And I'm pretty sure we all know that, right? Everybody in there, y'all agree with that, right? We had a show, right? Okay, Bob? Right, so what our idea was, and we were successful for about 10 years. Some years, the participation level was, great, and some years it wasn't. But I was taught that as long as you got one, you got it all. Because from one comes many. And that goes back to being healthy, strong, and good breeders. So what I'm going to ask, first thing I say is, anybody who wants to add on to the educational piece of the show and prove,
Sit down, go.
contact me directly at 1170@yahoo.com. Now, equality, victory, equality, love, Savior, the number 7@yahoo.com. The second thing is, that if my brother is wrong and I'm standing there, we both wrong. Because we are responsible for each other. And the change is no stronger than the weakest man. Just like a strong family has a father, a mother, and obviously kids, right? And if you look at our show Proof, you can see what's going on in these laws because we don't see nothing that's dealing with education. Which basically means that a lot of us in this room, and to a certain degree myself, we are not doing our jobs. Because it should be standing room only. To show and prove the greatness of our children, we said the people of planet Earth. Now, we all are doctors. I'm a black student, so I'm going to say I'm a social scientist. And what I mean by that is, I look, I listen, and I observe. And at the same time, I ask a question. And let me tell you the answers y'all been giving me. Yo, God, I ain't got no kids. How's that even possible? You say you teach. Yo, God, my kids are strong. Oh, you have your grandchildren's lives? Excuses, excuses, excuses. That's why we out here without a tail hanging out. You gotta have a purpose, and you have to be serious. Yo, God. Let me tell you how bad we are sometimes. You know how many times we out here, first of all, God, I ain't gonna front, I might be offended by this. But as far as I'm concerned, we should have a show of movement. Picnic. Because that's what it looked like. A picnic. Wait, thank you. Oh, look at it. Barbecue, whatever. Because that's what it looks like. And we all responsible, hanging around in the halls, looking at each other, stupid. Like, I'll come. You mean to tell me, God, I don't see you for years, months, and days. I see you one day for you to stand around in the hall. That's religion, God. That's religion. What happened to just law now? Father, Father, born. Master of law, rules. What happened to all the positive things that we're doing? For those things that we support, for those things that be the only things we should be talking about. We all grown men, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. This is how y'all can handle it. All y'all who say, I want my kids too old, I want my grandkids, boom, boom. Guess what, God? This is how I'm gonna see if you for real. You know what you can do right now on your phone, right? You can Google Micros.com. And what you know you're gonna find out when you hit science? You're gonna find science kids, God. From 6 years old to 18. People are doing this every day, except for the so-called, Foxing. There's no reason for us to be dumb like this, guy. Because that's what it is, it's dumb. Because we know better. Stop the excuses. If you have a healthy relationship with your universe, God, guess what? The Christians say only take 1 day. Or we say only take 1 day to get close to what? God! That you gotta be for real. You gotta own up to what you can own up to. Be a man. So anyway, like I said, the day of the show crew, every now and then God can use 2 or 3 brothers to be with me at the table. Because a lot of times, God, I have kids, and it's like 5 or 6 kids, and it's just me. I can't manage that. That's why I stopped doing it. That's why I stopped doing it. Because I can't manage that, God. What if a kid puts something in their mouth I don't see? I'm not responsible for that. You know, God, I can't see my grandkids. Why you can't see your grandkids now? You see, God, you need. Maybe sometimes we get out of our own way and start thinking so important. Maybe that's the problem. Because nowadays, God, ain't like the children gonna run to you like we used to do when we was kids. I'm gonna go see my grandma. Right? They're not doing that now. So you gotta be real true polite and meet them where they at. All you gotta do is be just you. Because they see that, God, loud and clear. And at the end of the day, all kids want to do is have fun. But you, they can have fun and be educated at the same time. And if we all be thinking in that mind frame, we won't have some of the problems that we have. Because, to be perfectly honest, a lot of us think we're a little bit greater than we really are. It's called the losers of prayer. Right, so anyway, like I said, if you want to add on, number 7, NEVELS, the number 7, at yahoo.com, reach out. Second thing is, the brothers and sisters that's coming to the showroom, if y'all want to add on by bringing a kid, whatever, so the brothers and sisters bring a child that comes to the table and work on something, that's what we will too. Tell you, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon.com, Michaels. This you can do that in your house and bring it to show the our baby's essence. That's all I got to say, man. Peace.
Hey! My name is Lord Life. Dave Mathematics, Wisdom Building Destroy. A lot of things have been said today about us building and builders build. Right? I need to say this here so everybody can understand this thing. He's talking about people using and doing certain things. We're always talking about our school. There's so much money that we spend as a nation on our own. And I don't see why we can't take the same money that we spend on a daily basis and build 21-22. And stop worrying about what somebody else ain't doing for us. Because the sign says, build is build. We make things tangible. Ain't about just talking. It's about making things tangible. You got 5 senses. See, hear, touch, smell, taste. You can't do none of that. You doing the JB. Talking loud and saying.
The other rules and regulations I mentioned in this lesson, what's one of them? That they get from the 5%. Stop them. Because I'm getting, my Lord see you born. He made them. Now, he didn't play. He did what he did. And they sitting there waiting. Listen, the politicians, I put in the preaching next. I'm sorry. The politicians before Umar passed away said after we got the street signs, and I was impressed with that one. You couldn't get in or out of certain avenues on the uptown or downtown side. I was great, right? But accuracy won't clear. They asked, right? So I put the ask you're not gonna sit down and break bread? Like, and I said, big bread, what do you want to do? Ain't nothing wrong with help. Our police told me that. No $50 dues on this Supreme now. So we go into anything with the wise eye. But that's important. We need our own, and we need to stay out of each other's way. Out of each other's way, I mean, stop getting each other's way deliberately. But there's a plan in place. Yeah, it's about getting that school correct. Absolutely. But we take things, we run with it. Come on now. Or kill you. You can't call nobody. Because check this one in. Just like we on here, we ain't the only ones listening to this. You got the devil. First of all, homeboy good. Devil ain't got to do nothing no more. He like this, yo. I'm like, man, I'm in the Virgin Islands with Peter Colada. My work is set. I got you dummies all in one another. So you supreme, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you do. So that's what we need to do. And I'm going to have a meeting with whatever ideas we have. See, the priest said, what was his idea? I wonder, what's your idea? This ain't my mission, also, it's everybody who's doing something in here. So we gonna sit down, whatever we gotta do, go out, we got to do. You gonna hear that? Yeah, there you go, there you go. There you go. And if there's some big arms in you, you can keep moving. Because we need to stop playing and stop putting and pushing. If we don't push, nothing but move.
All right, guys.
That's real, man. And what's the meaning of civilization? Whatever now we was getting cultural refinement and it's not established, it's too happy. So we know the meaning, that means you know the duty. And if you know the duty, you shouldn't be caught up in the knowledge-born degree or the wisdom recycling degree. You should be making the knowledge should always be what? Building.
I'll make sure.
Listen, we moving forward. We moving forward. We do what we got to do, man. You know what I mean? Listen, you ain't got to add on. Have a good day. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen down the road. Like the God got to stick for justice. I'm going to put a nice and pretty fly out. Come on. Just come on, sit down and break bread. And you know why? Because we run healthy, strong, and good breeds from us. Yeah, we did. Without foolishness. You got people that's multi-millionaires, people that, I'm not doing nothing with you. I know you my nation. Y'all arguing about getting in jail? What you want me to do for you? Oh, no. Get back first. Let me see something different. Then I'll do something different. And they right. Please say no more. And with that, man, peace, I love y'all.
Hey! 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 Got life in here. Come to my name, Father, Son, Morning Time. Great honor, love, my Redeemer, and all. You know, hey! Say hey! Say Father. Don't be building, my brother's building. All right. Peace. Hey! Today's supreme mathematics is wisdom building for now that on site. Before I get into my build, I want all my brothers that's in here, all the dogs, hear me out real good. When nation business time comes, I want you to pay attention to what I introduced to you. 21, 22, we gonna fix that. Us. And I'm a born science high. But let me just get into it now. A lot of things have been going on, mainly with what's been happening out here on our block. You know, the first thing I want to bring to you all, we got to rewind the tape all the way back to the early years. One of the first laws the law taught was how to clean yourself up. Alright, that was one of the first laws. Now, you out there, I don't care what you're doing, I ain't pointing no fingers. You know, you out there, you smoking weed, whatever it is, drinking, dealing with the science, understanding, messing with what was forbidden, you know what I'm saying? Divine psychology, equality, that's forbidden. That's a law that was forbidden by law. Do you all know that? Yes, sir. You know, that's a law that was forbidden by law. You're doing all these things, and then you being a savage. Oh shit, folks, yeah, you being a savage. We got 4 bathrooms in here. How dare you piss out there in front of it like that? How dare you do that? You know, and the reason I'm going there like that because, first of all, some of you was around while law was here, and you still caught up in sticks doing the stuff you're doing. I don't have no favoritism. I know some of you for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 10 years, 3 years. But guess what? The last is the first and the first is the last. All right? It don't matter. You could be a newborn. If you're not right and exact, I'm going to address it like I'm doing now. That's why Allah told his sons that. Son, you don't have to just be righteous. One day, listen to me, one day, you got to be right and exact. Leave everything alone. And he taught you how to master it. I just said it. Leave by leaving it alone. You get mad? I'm going to tell you like First Born Sahib said. Listen, I don't care if you don't like me. I'm from the king. I don't care if you don't like me. Whatever which way you're going to go, you're going to hear from me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's us. We a nation. All minds got to be one at all times. And let me tell you this too. Everybody sitting in this auditorium, in this parliament, all of y'all are secure. So if you see your brother or sisters, yeah, let me get on that too. Sisters, because a lot of y'all go out there and be on the sidewalk too. We ain't just going to put that on the guards. And I see y'all. So you gotta understand something. Everything in this universe is governed by law and order, whether you like it or not. And we have laws, rules, and regulations here. But though they might not be implemented, but guess what? There's a new sheriff in town now. Alright? And that's real. It's a new sheriff in town. Like I said, it don't matter how long somebody knows you. Let me give you an example. How this go? We're going to want to take back a little more again. Example is this. Peace be upon all of you. My big brother, my great brother. Speaking about Kundalini now. Me and C.I.K. was the only one, and the father was mad for it. We stood in that door and told him he couldn't come in there because he was exiled. Alright? We stood right in front of that door so he couldn't come in there. Do you know my brother that was with him, the first one from Medina, Raleigh? He was so mad at me. So mad at me that he went home and still ain't never peaced me because I did that. Because I ain't let him in. So I'm one of them brothers that's going to enforce the law. I don't care how big you is, how small you is, because I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? You have to get to that. You should have to get to that because you're supposed to be all wise and supreme. And anything that you do, you're supposed to draw that up from mathematics. Anything you do. Because that's our language, and that's the way we were taught. Those of us who have understanding. And see, what you need to know, we're in a month that's so significant. This month is so significant to us. Y'all don't even understand what's going on. We had a parliament, right? You remember in 67, April 67, the Sermon on the Mount, the very first parliament? Do you remember that? That's right. Understand cycle date. Over there, Allah said a lot of things, man. A lot of things. He said that we was going to be pace setters. He said that we was the guardian angels. You know what I'm saying? He said we was the light of the world. Yeah, that's what the light of the world do. Go on the sidewalk, piss, get high. You're on video cameras. You don't even give a damn. And the main thing about it, remember what I said. Lord, for me, the way I was taught coming out of Medina, Lord means love Allah wisdom or leave Allah word. How about that? Okay? Now, back to Lord. It ain't even just about you just being on the sidewalk. There's a law in New York City that you're not even supposed to smoke cigarettes in front of the ground or school properties and stuff like that. You already know there's signs posted about not having no drugs. You know, and some of the brothers and sisters like that I see out there, you know, you don't give a damn. So if you don't give a damn, guess what? And if you want to go against the laws, rules, and regulations of this nation, we will run you from amongst us. And won't think twice. And like I said, I don't care if you don't like it. I like it like that. I like it like that. So that shows me that I'm manifesting my powers, which is my will. It's just a shame, man. Children walk with it. This is a community. That's what made this nation so great. In the early years, because the law was tied to the community. The community had its back. go a little further now. We're going to go to when the law was out, but at the time it wasn't even no nation. Okay? It really wasn't even no nation like that. And at the time that I'm talking about, it was the wisdom born day in April, year 1, 64. We weren't out yet. What happened there in April 29th? The Harlem Shakes. They got arrested. Okay? They got arrested. They claim that they killed a colored man on 125th Street. And the reason why I'm bringing that up, because at the time, the brothers that did have knowledge, and Umar was one of them, he used to be around them. Like I said, anything I tell you, check my history, prove me wrong. You know, and that's why in the book, Autobiography of Malcolm X, inside there, we are referenced as the Blood Brothers. That's what they were called. Okay? That's just a little history touch on that. Now, like I said, April is very significant. Very, very, very significant. You know, 21-22, Allah got that school because of the great works him and his son did. All right? And it was April 6, year 5, 1968. Gloria Steinbrenner, New York Magazine, did an interview with him. And in that interview, she asked Allah, are you and your father going to walk for Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination? Allah told her yes. You know? And it took place, it started on 145th Street, between 7 and 8. And the very first guard that was there was guard Colleen, Power Paper. The reason why, his mom used to live on 148th Street. So that day, they marched from there all the way down to Central Park. This is April. And in Central Park, by the bell shed, that's where Allah gave his speech. You heard ABG. He said that to ABG when ABG went to visit him. Well, that's the first time Allah introduced that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not anti-white, nor pro-black. And I say this to say so you guys will understand it. And God Colleen, again, Allah talked to him personally and told him, son, see, talking about Gloria Steinbrenner. She wanted Allah to try to down Dr. Martin Luther King, though he was going to say that he was going to represent him. And let me just add this, and then I'm going to move on. Also, he told Gloria Steinbrenner, if any of my 5% is not in that march, they won't be 5%ers no more. So, whenever we doing something, we always in the forefront. We always the vanguard. We always stand out. We always shine. And then, you know, also, you gotta understand something, man. This is spring. Spring, new crops and new flowers and everything sprout. You know what I'm saying? This is the best time when you got determined ideas or anything to bring them to a rest. Bring them up and let everybody understand and see what's going on. But I got to address something that was brought to my attention. I ain't know nothing about it. You know, that brother Saladin, and I hope you see me in here. That brother Saladin, we put that video up there on some cow stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you got my number, when I called you before about the flag, but I'm not into putting nobody down or nothing. But what you should have did is call the office of Allah. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys might have schools in all the other 11 regions, but this is Mecca, my man. This right here is Mecca, where knowledge and wisdom of the 5% start. When our planet was first founded. You know, and you dead wrong, brother. You dead wrong. Look in the camera, you dead wrong. For real, you dead wrong for doing that. You know, but it's okay though. I'm about to say peace, because when I introduce a nation business time, we're gonna be straight after that as a nation. Peace.
I can't hear you.
I'm trapped. Listen to me here. I'm not a big voice. I scream a lot. But I have to say is necessary. Like God, He covered a lot of people. When He said great minds think alike, His wisdom was so on point that a lot of things that I was forgotten. God shy and already said. But when I want to say to y'all, as grown men, let your wisdom build. Let your wisdom speak for itself. Let your wisdom show who you are. Let people see who you are. Because nobody can define you but you. You got to understand it. You walk in your square and you show your reality on your own. Nobody does that for you. As grown men, I was going to ask you, because God already asked you, what is the meaning of civilization? Once you become civilized, you have a responsibility to stay that way. How do you stay that way? By conducting yourself in a civilized manner. Meaning that you know there are certain things that you must not do, and you know there are certain things that you can do. You got to keep it within them boundaries, man. You ain't God. So when you start advocating out of your mouth that I can do whatever I want to do, right away you're teaching that dirty religion. Because there are rules and regulations like God has made manifest. When He says about laws, you know what I mean? We understand that, man. We live under them principles, man. No grown man should have to tell you when you're doing something wrong. You already know. You the best knower of what you do. You know that in certain public facilities you got to do certain things. You know that the eyes and ears of the world is upon us. You know, this is why I heard the God bill too about being easily led in the wrong direction. Right. You got to understand that a lot of people are comfortable with that because it's easy to do dumb stuff. It's hard to be right and exact. Because that's what right is being right and exact. It's hard to be that. It's hard to walk in the footsteps. And not many of us can do it. So, what you do now, you know what I mean? You clean up your yard. Get your yard straight. Because a lot of brothers always jump in somebody else's yard and they shit is dirty. And I look, because now it's means what? Look, listen, and what? Observe. So when I check out what you're doing, and it don't coincide with what needs to be done, then I know that you're just a mouthpiece. We got a lot of them. Talk. But don't do nothing. We got builders here, man, that's ready to build, that's on standby, ready to just go ahead and make it happen. Let's get together with them brothers. Never mind, because let me tell you something about positivity. Positivity gonna always die when they narrative. Ain't no head that come in your midst that ain't doing what he's supposed to do, and you teach what you need to be teaching, he's going to get crushed. But where's the what? It builds. And when it builds, it destroys anything that's what? Negative. To bring it down to what? That cycle, to make that cycle what? Complete. We know what we got to do. We know that our school, that's our school. Father gave it to us, yes. But now that we have it, what we going to do? There's a lot of things that we can do. That's why I said that when you say I get all I have and all within my power, that's a powerful thing. That's a powerful thing. Because if half of us was given all we had and all within our power, we'd be in another direction right now. You know what I mean? Like God said, we got a tendency of getting each other quick. You got to stop that, man. You got to stop that. The brother got an idea. Listen to it. But he doesn't. If it's peaceful, no, man. Fall in place. You know what I mean? Anyway, they have to say, anyway you fit in, a lot of us are going to be in a situation that they don't have to know. If you don't know how
how you gonna build it. You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Get in when you finish. You know what I mean? What you capable of doing, that's why our brother Dumar said we had to have a book of resources. Of what you're capable of doing. You're supposed to sign that book, right? And put your name on it, what they call it, was called the Wall of Stars. That was another little program that you had. It was peace. It's a way to generate revenue so that we have it to do something with it.
What was the outcome? We became rich and blessed. So who laughed last? Who got the best out of the situation? The idiot that ran from you or the wise person that embraced it? Tell me who benefited the most? The wise person. So don't be a fool. All right, peace.
How many people in here have knowledge themselves? Raise your hand. No. Have knowledge of yourself. Okay. No, I asked it for you know, I mean, you do me and no problem. I asked it for a reason. You take it back to the basics, right? Everybody in here, I don't care if you came out of church, your mom and them was in the mosque, you didn't have this knowledge. This, or who you were, then you were 85%. Who were they? They don't civilize people. Poison Adam and Eve, slaves were just about. People don't want you to all the order of the world, what you got to figure out. You were easy they were born correction, or hard to leave right. You were savage. You lied, you cheated, you stole. You easily led in the wrong direction because it was easy to do that. Almighty God came and now was born equality, cultural freedom during that particular period when we was in abject problem and things were doing and gave us the knowledge. With the knowledge itself, right, but this enabled us to do after we retained and perfectly 120, but you have to know your lessons too. And you still better know your lessons. Right. I got no issue with that one. That's a whole other bill. My bill is this one. You ain't my hand. I had to learn. I was supposed to board some of the things that we was talking about with the knowledge. Young God told me, he said, hey God, I'm glad you're home now. I teach this in my class all the time. I said, that's peace, God. I said, why you say that? He said, because I thought you were Musa. I said, God, why you say that? Because you kept running back and forth to the cave. You kept running back in here. Thanks for showing me what not to do. So I'm good with that. But here's my point. So now that I have the knowledge of self, you have to internalize the knowledge. Right? I had to learn that later through my man, born black, divine education, and a few other people who ran around the street. And they got tired. But it's in testimony. But the reason why I bring that up is because we are lost 5%. Right? And that means you were God in the earth with proper knowledge. Like God said, right, I want to see righteousness. See, we speak mathematics. Do more talking that, how to use numbers, how to use the degrees and change the polarity. Right? Light travels faster than sound. Light travels 96,000 miles. Sound travels 1,120 feet. Meaning what? That people will see you before they hear you. I talked a good one too. And I had to learn. I'm not a big proud piece. The moral of my thing is, this is this one. Me, Sabu, and a handful of, especially Black, fought to get this spot. Let me go back to that. Yeah, we did. And listen, Lord Harry, you're talking to the man who put a permit in 2 years ago on September to get Harry Tubman. They said no because of Delta variant, and then after that, when they elected, they didn't want to send me. Kept it moving, okay, no problem. Right? But we had to sit down and negotiate constantly with these people. The principal said, because again, life traveling came about Harry Tubman, peace to them. And I'm saying that. We are step back, you know why? Because the building's built.
That's right.
Right? And we're going to destroy the deceivers. How? Because you'll be able to see what it is that I'm doing. And you measure it. You can't be no 5%. If you're standing out of Parliament on the last Sunday of the month and front of someone's house and you drink it. Now, I'm not, whatever you want to do is what you do. But listen to this one. Let me give you some math here. How wise is that one? You stood there and put this rhythm on down equal and you drawing up signs in front of someone's house. But you wasn't wise enough to come forward to go around the corner. Now we deputy. I'm not playing here.
No. Yes.
And then it's going to be left to the few. Shy-born, born black, myself, him. The ones you don't see, universal shot him. I'm not saying you're not building, but when people were sitting in the comfort of their home, we were in the eye of the storm, catching COVID, trying to get to have a party. Yeah, we were. I spent the night at Paul Black's house. We both had it. Look at that. I just stopped the duty. And the reason why I'm speaking so adamantly, you know why? We are the root of the laws, knowledge, and wisdom. People look to you. People look to them, look to the demons. Because the knowledge and wisdom from his mind is made manifest here first.
I don't know, God. I don't know.
Now we fathers, you know, get busy. You know, so I'm saying, when you have the knowledge of yourself, right? And listen, y'all, you ain't got to be part of no committee. My favorite line is just be a good 5%. Just be a good 5%. That worked for us. But that means you be receptive to the world. That's what the law says. Right? But, so, it takes all of us. I sort of fight with some people. That's the moral of what I'm talking about. Because when you internalize the knowledge, when you internalize it, of course, you quote it, but like the God was going into the building, you see it now. Because you've grown up from the knowledge and wisdom. Right? We have a big, and listen to this one. And we need, go back to here, I have my brothers doing nation business deal with that. And we need our own on our property.
Right.
We need our big bag. Y'all, I'm staying.
That's right.
And I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, I'm waiting. Why you talking about that now? Come on, home. Because I'm done talking. I'm done. Why do you need it? Because you're quoting these degrees. This woman could have easily said, no, you can't come here no more. This is my home. Where's yours? Oh, make it owner. Now you're begging me care if you wasn't dressed right.
What is that?
Take it to the basics. The knowledge of self. So when you have the knowledge, you internalize, you destroy those things that were 85%. The root word to righteousness is what? Right.
Oh,
The reason why nobody wants to be right, because it's rules to that. Get up on time, go to bed, go to work, feed your family. Stop lying. Right? Oh, and there's another one. Here's the big for me. God loves us to say, the reason why you have no infrastructure, the reason why, because you be getting in each other's way. I'm trying to tell you. So I don't want to put something up. Right? Live to find this particular alcohol attack. Now, I was using him as an example, hypothetically. Literally, he had got up here, or him and a host of other people. Yo, God, I got a program, let's do X, Y, Z, or add on. You should have heard the wrong. Yeah! To God. But means on the contrary. It don't mean on the universal truth. It means on the contrary. I'm gonna connect that one. Right? On the contrary, you can break your ankles and go to a guy with tomorrow as you go to that liquor store. You can do that one. But I asked you to give me 10 so we can have our own. And your beef with me is, who is he? I'm not saying that any program. I'm talking about the police fast. I know you're going to hear about this. You're going to wait talk about that. Because you need your own. You need to come to 21, 22 and say, hey, you know what? Let's put something there so we can have our own, man. Yeah. So we ain't got to ask nobody. Right. But for some reason, that is a problem. Whoa! And you know the problem lies? Personality. Yes, God. I don't like you. I remember they got the gold like TV. He had the mechanism. Yeah, he did. And people got upset because he did something different. Different means unique. Different means original. I don't have to do the same thing you're doing. I'm showing improving my knowledge and wisdom. I'm not quoting the same thing he's quoting and popularizing it. The idea is the same. But you can't get it done because we in each other's way. And you know why? Because you ain't truly got the knowledge. You ain't internalized no knowledge. I know my own when I see it, because I was 1 and 2. I ran back and forth. I stole drugs from him. I'm missing that, please. Because I told the lesson to you. Yeah, man. I go back, sideways. Well, what that means? Oh, God told me that means little or nothing. A parrot can do that.
Right, where you live it.
Yeah, right. I didn't know. I got the truth. I was dumb as the day is long. And I'm going to tell you why I was dumb. Because the knowledge of stuff means the knowing of who you are. The reason why I was doing what I was doing, because I was deficit skills that the rest of y'all have. To be a God, you got to be able to provide the basic provisions in your family. Every time the wind blows, you throw in the whip. And then, yeah, I did. I got from by yourself, use social logic and terminology. Right, man. You did that. But I'm saying we're a nation. The first law, the first rule in this universe is law and order. Right. Law is the principle of established truth. And order is the consistency of how this law will be lived out. We can't do more again. Talking, changing the polarity. We ain't got to talk about Yahoo. What is your first rules and regulations, including all laws that need to be maintained and elevated to manifest what Almighty God gave us? And the reason why I'm taking the polarity because we not following Yahoo. If I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to examine you to marry you to the truth. But you got to know what the truth is first. You want to sit up and what? We got that call. You should have seen. Listen, God, I'm not with NA. I took a drink with you. right on the side, whatever. But you're damn man! Because when they take this, listen to me clearly. Watch this one. Hope they don't. I passed the bill. They don't. And we working on that now as we speak. But I speak adamantly because listen to this crumb bum ass. Who's gonna come to our aid? Huh? You let's throw one pump. Who's gonna come then? Where was you at 21 and 22 when we was running around talking about the years? Trying to get this bill. Then we came up with the prefab. Listen to this one. Before there was a revitalization, before it was peace for all those ideas. I love my brothers who have that, but no, you let personality get in your way. Get out of here. I can fight. I can fight. I know my lesson. I'm tired of playing with you. I'm tired of playing with you. You want to run social media like a fucking cow. Yeah, you not a guy. But I'm tired. You can't come and knock on my door and say, hey, peace, man. Look, I don't like what you did. Let's sit down and X, Y, Z. I'm tired, man. We gonna do what we need to do. And you gonna get out of it. We gonna physically move you.
Action back.
Yep. We not playing no more. Yep. Because if they close this parliament, and I'm gonna conclude, is important to us.
Yes, it is.
Why? It's the universal gathering of the Lord's 5%. God's word. We come together for the purpose of doing three things. Teaching, identifying who we are, right, and what nation business. Which then goes back to teaching. Right? But listen to this one. You need to take notes. It's Sunday. What else is going on? Somebody help me out.
Basketball.
Peace God. Church. Yeah, I walk into prayer. Peace God. It better be the next two. Yeah, listen, church is going on. Right? You don't see them hanging out. Listen, I'm just hanging out. But they even have enough sense. Then you go around. Zuma, Friday. Right? Very inside. Why am I inside? Because this is where the information is being disseminated. It's being given to me. In that lifestyle, you're asking the question, then what happened? But what's he talking about? Divine? What was Peter Shop talking about? Yeah. And that's important to everybody. Because all of us are nation. I love you all. I'm not here to cast no judgment. Allah loves the good and the bad sons. But I'm not here condoning that though. Because no one condoning it. She told me what after going back to Wise Remember visiting me upstate, what kept me out here, Shaqui said to me, the key, he said, God, come here, man. He said, at what point do I tell you to keep it moving? I said, I'm lost with that one, Shaqui. He said, man, we need you out here. He said, why don't you keep going there? You like, stay there. Because you're doing us no good here. Right? Tell you why not doing us no good. You a good brother, right? But you causing harm. Because your presentation suggests that that's all right what you're doing. And then I'm using Trump bum justification. My brother Shamar and rest of them worked in the hospital almost all their life, getting wise in them. I'm watching divine education. Watching them. They do what they hang out, we do what we do, they bread, what up? But I'm not doing that. And then here we are, we cannot lose this God. Why take this money? Because we, not just you, I'm guilty too. Because it's a nation thing. I'm not no sweet party purebred. All of a sudden now, I'm making a statement and I'm exempt. No, when we say nation, when they close that door, everyone's guilty here. Right? Ezekiel died on the wicked. Ezekiel tells us die, 3 people. When I say the wicked dies, I don't die, you. Right? But you didn't speak. No, I warned him he was wicked bad. He gonna die in his iniquity anyway. But your blood gonna cry. Because you knew but you're not. You personal. And you died. Your pain personal, I know. And a whole lot of people that I'm dealing with too. And again, it's in the testimonial. It's get right. God, the eye is round. My favorite line, because it gives you a well-rounded picture of reality. Ain't nothing wrong with coming in and hang out with your brother. Right? And I speak adamantly because some people, when I was telling them that, you would have thought, man, I could cross the Dracula. Yeah. I'm not holy, absolutely not. But we got a lot of work to do. And the main work is, what are you going to pass to these children? What are you passing them? We sit here waiting. I'm going to say, I'm wasting time right now talking. I'm wasting time talking because the day mathematics is what? So we need to see the application, not just of the words, but where's your work at? Where? Okay, that's peace. You're able to identify the order of the days you in. Right? But you have to, where's your work? You got guards in different states of the nation doing their thing. Norway and all them other places. I keep big up in the guard elevation in them. And all these other guards on earth. That's abroad. You want to root. Yo, God, I'm still writing egg off my face on that one. Right? And listen to this one. Here goes the hit. This lady was on vacation and called loud. That's something that she got for us. Unseen or heard by most. Hey, yo, listen, you don't need to tighten that screw up there, man. You put the anchor and the root to the community. Why would you let the community rally against you? Whoa! Yeah, talk about that one. Yeah. You want to get big lesson. Yeah. We got to show and prove one of our biggest punches coming. Yeah, come on now. And we need, always have been, always will be, to have your own. To have your own. You got to school, you got to know what to do with it. You got some big ideas going on. But you got people, I'm watching this social media, you got this dude talking about, I like this bird play. You know what I mean? Well, my thing is, you could have came all the way from Buffalo and called somebody instead of putting that on national media. Huh? Why you didn't call the root? Why you didn't call the God? Hey, listen, man, what's going on over there? You want to glamorize and big up and highlight. See, I'm your brother. I can put you on blast. Like that, come on, God. Let me talk. That's the school I come from. Right. Don't talk behind your brother. That's better truth. Right. Now you want to act because you're not actually involved. If you're wearing my flag, I wouldn't care where you're from. If anything happens to us here, that happens to us everywhere. Yeah. Make no mistake. You can have 9 schools in California, 12 schools and wherever. But when they go up and say, yo, over there by 21, 22, you ain't got nowhere to go. The lost us, guys, I told them, I need to get X, Y, Z. Yeah, and I'm doing that too. Right? When do you start doing that? Dumar was hard on us about that. Like, develop infrastructures and plans in place that would help us grow. And we did that and checked this one in. Down to a food stamp. We are always in beautiful ideas. I want you to do, right? And the cameras on. It was my plan first. Forget about shop on. Shop on. No. We go in here. And then we'll almost go to war with each other over that. Talking about, what we got these first rules and regulations between all laws. Yeah, you know the end part is our favorite.
His wisdom added the same. So therefore, he was able to step outside of all that. See what was happening. So I got a job until those people wake up. Because they don't even do this all. They do it 6 hand cycles. And at the end of those 6 hand cycles, Allah will come and get you. That's exactly what we're doing right now. Allah can do all. So you bless this up. The wall of the world that showed us, and all the lies that the world that set. Because many came, but only some that chose themselves and chose good the chosen. Understand, you're the fruit that goes. But if you don't protect yourself, all of that goodness in you can usually get wiped out. I mean, you see every day, you see a lot of our brothers and sisters. You got an issue. We don't have value trouble. We have this one. All this 92 and a half minutes. Say that out loud. Very powerful. Look her up. She was a very instrumental black woman in the core black culture. All right. School was named after her. Harriet Tubman was named after Harriet Tubman. We have a principal in this school that has been very gracious to this nation. She has shown, she has reached out to her. But, and this but is not about, if we don't show that we got intelligence enough to appreciate operation, because we are so damn foolish, we're gonna lose. We'll lose the love. Elements amongst us destroy what we fight. It's not their fault. I told you. All that is going by the way. Therefore, you don't do violent things. It's not their fault. Don't get mad just look and see who's saying turn the line out. Every black man and woman here should be on point. For those weak elements amongst us, and I call them the line weak. Again, if you're wicked, you're weak. Because your wickedness means you ain't got no strength. Don't you have no strength, you're weak. Don't get wickedness twisted. Get wickedness is strong. Everybody's all at the good Jefferson. Yeah. Control movements. Drugs. So I don't know. Drugs out like that. I don't mean like that because I see them deep. So they got big balls. They got the gold. They got the girls. But if you take a look at what they really got, see, they only got that because of what they do. They didn't do that, they didn't have it. And they running each and every day, hoping that they don't get caught. So they either behind the bar or the ground and suck them up. So what they doing was about a what reaction. And the reaction to what they did was totally destruction. Either who they doing it to or who they use. Because they run around killing each other all the way around. And if they don't kill themselves and try to kill you, because you will suffer. Run to them and make them rich off your bar. Go home and fight the girl Some of us need some good orderly direction. Some of us need some positive education. Or positive education always corrects error. Some of us need techniques. But some of us, like the lesson say, a lot of us, 85%, not just talking about black, so-called people, I'm talking 85% of the world. It's led by those job is to suck you out in every aspect of life. Mainly keep your ass what? Blind, deaf, I said, no. I ain't talking about you can't talk that back because you ain't got no tongue. Because those people are what? On the land. You don't understand mathematics. Therefore, you don't know how life works. And all the time, life is sucking you up. You understand? Because there's a flow, there's a mathematical order to the universe. But a person that doesn't know the mathematical flow to the universe does not know how mathematics works. And if you don't know how mathematics works, those who know and understand how it works can manipulate your life. And therefore you have what is called hunger, nakedness, and outdoors. You suffer because you don't know. So therefore they keep you blind. Generation after generation after generation, they go down the line. Until you do something about it. And what is something? In the knowledge of yourself. Because it tells you, my people suffer for a lack of knowledge. Who is my people? Who said that? My people suffer for a lack of knowledge. Who said that? They say the Almighty said it. And the Almighty said, those are my people. My people, who I told Abraham, would be taken into a strange land and they shall serve a people for 400 years. There's no people on the earth that has written that except the original human. Was taken what they call a strange land, even though the planet Earth belonged to the original people. And when they came here, they saw original people, which they call Indians, those were original people. But nonetheless, they shall be taken and they will serve that person, those people, for 400 years. And then I will come and crush those people who they have served. And I will bring them out with great substance, meaning they will bring you out. You will come out with great substance. After you've labored so long in slavery. That's telling you how great you are, what you're all about. So, I mean, even you're going to understand who you are, because you got another people out there that say it's them. They're in Palestine now, calling them Israel. Destroying everything they can. And then they tell you that they're the chosen people, they're blessed. Look how they murder people. No love, no nothing. And then they got the nerve to tell you they started it. If you know the true history, you know, no, they didn't start it, they started it. And I hope you know who they is when I say they and they. Keep up with the current events of the world. You understand? But the story is not about them, but they lied. They deceived, and they got the world deceived. Remember, they was out in the wilderness for 40 years, not 400. You were the one that was taken for 400 years in servitude. So the story is about you. About you being taken and made brought into servitude, and then you will come out with great substance. You'll come out with great substance because you're supposed to get the knowledge of yourself and resurrect yourself from the dead. They use the story about what Esau said he resurrected himself from a physical death. But what he really did was just show you that you have to resurrect yourself from a mental death because Jesus just used us. So therefore, you have to be the one that resurrects yourself from a mental death. Because we know all this with Islam that we do. But they trick you and try to tell you, oh no, your brother, or he was a Jew. He wasn't a Hebrew Israelite. He was a Jew. And they try to tell you that that's them. And he was one of us. That's why we have ownership to Palestine. They even got a miracle say there's no such thing as Palestine. But I look in the Bible, all I see is Palestinian. But the original people are the ones that dwell in that land, still dwell in that land. Been there all that time. Here they come, saying it's their land, and with the United States backing them, and some part of Europe backing them, they took the land by force. And now they're surrounded by original people, they're surrounded by Islam, and they plant themselves right in the middle. And the only way they can stay there is through war. Because they forced themselves. Just like they came to America, they forced themselves on the land. Because they are the robbers of the land. The land belongs to us. You know, I was listening to, I know y'all hear our young brothers and sisters. They said, they said, we gonna liberate it. Because they've been stealing from us for so long. I'm not condoning it. But you see what the young people are doing? They going in there, breaking the stores, taking that back and around. Say, y'all been robbed us so long. Now I'm robbing y'all. And y'all don't like it, right? Oh, they robbing us, they robbing us. They've been doing it all the damn existence. They've been robbing you. And tell you to suck it up. But when you rob them, oh my God, how could you do that? What a hell of a damn dirty, deceptive person who do that filth and tell you suck it up. Yeah, I robbed you from your land, I robbed you from your language, I robbed you from your people, I robbed you from your culture, I robbed you, period. And if you don't like it, too bad, because I'm going to keep on robbing you. Well, how long are you going to be robbed before you say, divine Allah, master, I'm not being robbed anymore? Then the question says, so what are you going to do about it? And that's where we at today. What are you going to do about it? Then what happened? Do you really understand the knowledge that you're supposed to get in the culture that you say is going to make you free from the dumb, or are you going to continue to allow this to go on? If you don't understand your lessons, and talk to people that understand the lessons, they can show you the way. Because wisdom leads the way. And those that are wise will keep you. Because a lot of us could quote one thing, but still lost in the sauce. And don't understand that the book is talking about you. It's not talking about nobody else, it's talking about you. Your supreme alphabet is telling you right there, all the way down to zigzag zig. It's telling you what you got to do. If you understand the language and decipher what is being given you. They say you got to understand the lesson. Well, what they mean by understand the lesson? Understanding means to see. What they mean by understand the lesson? You don't just say them and say everything. Hell no! Understand what the hell is given you, because that is the key to wake you up, to take you out of this dungeon that you're in. Only then can you master that devil. Running around here selling drugs and carrying a machine gun and talking about, get off my block, or I shoot you with a block and all that foolishness. Don't shake this man. You don't shake that man. That man is the one that made the gun and gave it to you. He don't even make a gun. You think he care about you and how slick you are? Slick Rick. You know what stupidness? And all these gangs out here talking about they love each other. All they do is kill each other. And then you got the nerve to it. I listen to my brothers glamour. I used to listen to my brothers talk about gangs. No. When they came out of jail, all they did was talk about jail. And how bad jail, like jail. You know, it's like they playing a scene. Go to jail. That's structure. How stupid, how counterproductive is that? Go to jail. Oh, if you go to jail, get your sergeant stripes. You know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They glamorize idiocy. So the young say, you know what the young say? Oh, I got a notch on my Glock. You know, the more wicked they do, the more beautiful they are to the world. Have you heard anything more trick-knowledge than that? That's total trick-knowledge, my brothers and sisters. If you allow yourself to go for that delusion, and that's what gets back to the bookworm. The bookworm was laughed at by most of us. Because we thought the bookworm was a soft way. But I wanted to be the hood. I wanted to play hooky. I wanted to do anything that don't help you, you want to do. But what does help you, you turn away from it. Is that not a fool? But don't get mad at the devil because the devil likes you. Because he gives you nothing. And you like him because he gives you nothing. He gives you hell and you like him. And he likes you too. And he likes everything about you that do stupidness like that. You are married to him and her. You are their companion in tribulation. And you're so blind that you just go along with the program. I go along to get along. How stupid. And I'm talking to my people. Because my people, sometimes my people make me sick. Because I'm saying, what the hell is wrong with y'all, man? Why do y'all turn righteousness down for confusion? This is the year 2024. What's that? Wisdom, add a cipher, wisdom, code. If your wisdom adds a cipher, your wisdom just might add a culture or two, right? But if your wisdom don't add a cipher, you don't complete yourself because it says 120. They don't say one, they say 120. Knowledge and wisdom of the cipher, not just knowledge. You got to have wisdom because the knowledge and wisdom come together to complete the cipher and it becomes understanding, which is what you have. Every man has to complete his cipher. Every man has to complete himself. Every man must be born. That means complete. Our brother said you must be born again. Not through the womb, but through the womb of your mind. Resurrect yourself from the dead. Because you are blind there and dumb. You are mentally dead. And because you are mentally dead, you suffer. And you will suffer until you change that damn spirit. My people suffer, but they don't want to complete this. Their cycle is not complete. And when you're incomplete, what happens when you got a hole? Anything you want, yeah. But if you complete that cycle, how do you make yourself whole? You lock all that foolishness. And we got to become whole. Like I said long time ago, and I'm saying this like I said it. I said these women don't want to hear about Allah, they want to see Allah. They don't want you getting up here talking about Allah, this Allah, that Allah, this Allah, that Allah, this Allah, that. And when they look, they don't see what you're talking about. Get what I'm saying. And those that know already know. And those that don't know, to get to them. Because they don't want to hear about Allah. They want to what? They want to see Allah. If they see Allah, then that means being manifested. Not just, as the young say, you're not just talking about it, but what? Being about it. Being. And being means to be what? Oh, bring it into existence. The sister said to be complete. That's what we're talking about. A cycle of abuse. But the point is, man, that wisdom builds, and then it says in the one that yes, the trader made an orientation that they would receive gold and more than they were earning in their own country. That's another trick.
You tell Justice. She got
That's another trick. The trick is to have you believing in a lie that you will get rich off of marrying foolishness. And the only title that I see he ever got was what they call stupid shiftless nigga. That's what they call it. Stupid shiftless nigga. That's the only thing I saw we got out of that price. When they told me they would give you more gold. What did you get? You got the title. Stupid shiftless nigga. And you think that's what you do. Oh, I got my gold. No, you got it. You got half. Malcolm Shabazz said you've been hoodwinked. Well, don't stop being hoodwinked. Pass the truth on, man. You know, and I'm gonna tell you the last thing. Listen, the people that don't want to hear it, so be it. Because the truth hurts. So a lot of people will run. They'll fight it rather than accept it. Be glad that you accepted it. Be glad that we accepted it. We were smart enough, humble enough